A very good morning, dear students. I welcome you to today's English class. I know, children, you must have been eagerly waiting for today's session because today we are going to read and complete the reading of the chapter A Journey in Space. An interesting chapter? Yes. Before we begin, from where we left in the previous session, let me give you a quick recap of what we have read till now. Children, the chapter is about a girl, Bina, who at a very young age had an ambition to travel to space. Yes, you heard it right. She wanted to travel to space. She had filled an online form for that, and she mentioned in her form that she loved the stars, the sky, and she was not afraid of traveling in space. After that, she had to face many interviews and had to give some tests, including physical fitness tests. And finally, she was selected to travel to space. Yes, after her selection, she was given a training for almost an year. After the training, finally, she got the chance to travel to space. Now, while she was traveling in space, there was a lady astronaut with her, Karen. Her name was Karen. Karen was the lady astronaut, and Karen and Bina wondered if there was anyone else in space like them. So, what happened as they were watching the stars, the planets, and the beautiful sight outside their spaceship, there was a loud thump on the glass. And Bina told Karen, in fact, she suggested her to open the door. Though Karen found it risky, but Bina suggested that she should open the door. Finally, as they opened the door, they saw a strange looking creature outside the window. They brought the creature inside the spaceship and they saw that the creature had an injured arm. The creature was very different looking. It had thin arms, it was just 3 feet tall and green in color. As the creature was in pain because of the injured arm, Bina applied antiseptic lotion on his injured arm. So, his green skin became smooth and velvety. After that, they started the New Year celebration. The girl Bina, she named the creature as Mr. Alien. And Mr. Alien wanted to eat the cake. As they offered him the cake, Mr. Alien ate the icing on the cake and left the rest of the cake aside. So that is here we left in the last class. He soon ate some icing but left the cake aside. Let's move further. Bina and Karen missed their families and thought about them. Yes, it's a very common feeling when you are away from your family. You are bound to miss them. In the same way, both the girls, Bina and Karen, they missed their family and they were thinking about them. Bina said, I pray to God that He keeps us all safe. I wonder what is happening at home. Mother baked this cake before I left home. I miss my parents and my brother Rohan. So I am carrying their photographs with me. So children, let's underline the word photographs. Okay. Now, what did Bina say? Bina said, I pray to God, that she prays to God that He keeps us all safe. Children, the point to note over here is He. He, we know, is a pronoun that is used in place of a noun. So now, why H of He is capital? Because children, whenever we use He to refer to God, so we keep the H as capital. Okay? So He refers to God over here. So she says, I pray to God that He keeps us all safe. Safe means protected, not harmed. So He keeps a guard on all of us. I wonder what is happening at home. Yes, children, whenever you are away from your home, you keep on thinking about what is happening at home. What would Mama be doing? What would Papa be doing? How would they be celebrating? Or how would they be would they be missing me or not? So in the same way, Bina, she also had the same feeling. I wonder, that means she was feeling curious. She really desired to know that what was happening at home. She told Karen that Mother baked this cake before I left home. So Mother had baked the cake before she left the home. Yes, it happens whenever we have to go somewhere. So Mother packs lots of things for us, whatever we like, our special dishes that we like to eat at times. So mothers, they always take care that whenever we are away, wherever we are, we get to eat the proper food and the things that are our favorite things, our favorite dishes. So she said that Mother baked this cake before I left home. So Mother had specially baked the cake for Bina and she had packed the cake for her. I miss my parents and my brother Rohan. So she was sharing her feelings with Karen that she missed her parents and his brother Rohan. What was the name of Bina's brother? His name was Rohan. So I'm carrying their photographs with me. See how beautiful it is. The feeling of a little girl when she's away from her family, because she couldn't be there with them, and especially at a special occasion as New Year. Children, whenever there are special occasions, like maybe our birthday or our parents' birthdays or anniversaries or birthdays of our brother or sister or maybe New Year or special festivals, so we always try to be with our family and we always want to enjoy with our family, because this was the time that she was traveling in space, so she was carrying their photographs with her. So I'm carrying their photographs with me. Karen patted her. Don't worry, we have a special New Year celebration here. Moreover, we have Mr. Alien as our companion. Underline the word celebration. Also underline the word companion. Okay. So Karen patted her. Patted means a light touch with her hand. Like patting is like this. So like if you can see in the picture, she's patting on her back like this. When you a light soft touch on the back, that is called patting. So Karen patted her back. Patted her. Don't worry. She said, don't worry. That means don't be upset. Don't take tension. We have a special New Year celebration here. So she said that the New Year, the way in which we are celebrating the New Year is indeed very special over here. Moreover, we have Mr. Alien as a companion. She said, apart from that, we have Mr. Alien as a companion. Companion means as a partner, as a friend. So, what did Karen want? She wanted to cheer the girl Bina. So that's why she said, don't be upset. The way we are celebrating the New Year over here is very, very special. And we are not alone over here. We have Mr. Alien as our companion. Oh, that brought a smile on Bina's face. She said, oh yes, that's wonderful, said Bina. They soon smiled and held Mr. Alien's hand. So, the words of Karen, they were able to cheer the little girl Bina. She said, oh yes, that's wonderful. Wonderful means that's extremely good. That's awesome. That's marvelous. So finally, they smiled. They soon smiled and they held Mr. Alien's hand. So they were all ready to welcome the new year with Mr. Alien. Mr. Alien started banging the door of the spaceship after some time. Okay, after they had cut the cake and celebrated the new year. So, after some time, Mr. Alien, he again started banging the door. Banging means, remember I told you when we had read there was a loud thump on the glass. Thump means this banging only. Banging is like this. So he again started banging. Banging what? Banging the door of the spaceship after some time. So now why he was banging the door? Let us read out. Karen turned towards Bina. We should let Mr. Alien out. We cannot hold him back here. So now, what did Karen told Bina? What did Karen tell Bina? She said, we should let Mr. Alien out. We should let Mr. Alien out. That means we should let him go out. We cannot hold him back here. She said, no, it's not right that we hold him back here. We keep him back over here. Bina nodded. Nodded means, children, to when you lower and raise your head slightly, that is called nodding. Especially when you are greeting, or sometimes when you are able to understand something, you nod your head like this, na? Up and down. So that is called nodding, to give somebody a signal. So she nodded. You are right. We should set him free. This is where he belongs. She said, you're right. You're correct. We should set him free. That means we should set him free means we should give freedom to him and we should release him. This is where he belongs. Yes, he belonged to the space. So, wherever he belonged to, that belonged to means he was connected to, he was related to the place where he had come from. So, both of them thought that he should be given freedom. The alien sat in the chair car outside and was on his way to his own world. Now, so after they released him, they gave him the freedom he wanted. He sat in the chair car that was outside the spaceship and was on his way to his own world. Yes, he had a world of his own that was different from the world of Bina and Karen, that is different from the human world. So he went on in his own world. Bina and Karen smiled and waved at him. See you next time. So they both smiled and waved. Wave means to move one's hand to and fro like this. This is called waving. Or when you wave at somebody, that means you move your hand to and fro in greeting or as a signal. So they waved their hand at him and said, see you next time. Bina added, God has created such amazing creatures and I know He cares for all. Again, He refers to God. Okay? So, she said, God has created such amazing creatures. So, God has created such wonderful, such excellent creatures and He cares for all. He means God. Cares for all. Cares means He is concerned for all of us. He looks after all of us. So children, with that, we come to the reading part of this chapter. Now, let's do some question answers. Yes, children, I hope you remember we have already done question 1, 2 and 3 in our previous session. Let's move on to the next question. Why did Mr. Alien bang the spaceship door later? Yes, why did he bang the door later? We have just read it. The banging was done by Mr. Alien twice. 2 times he banged the door. Now we have to pay attention to the word later over here. That means first he banged the door because he wanted to come inside the spaceship, but that's not our question here. They are asking why did Mr. Alien bang the spaceship door later? Yes, remember? Yes, we have read it here only. Mr. Alien started banging the door of the spaceship after some time. Karen turned towards Bina. We should let Mr. Alien out. We cannot hold him back here. So, why did he bang the spaceship door later? Yes, he banged the spaceship door because he wanted to go to his own world. Because he wanted to go out of the spaceship to his own world. So, I hope you can frame the answer. Mr. Alien banged the door of the spaceship as he wanted to go out of the spaceship to his own world. Now children, come to page number 54. Question D. Answer the following questions. What had Bina written in the online form that she filled? Yes, that's very easy. I hope you remember. What had she written in the online form? I told you in the beginning of the session itself. Yes, Bina had written that she loved the stars, sky and was not afraid of traveling in space. So what had Bina written in the online form that she filled? Bina had written that she loved the stars, sky and was not afraid of traveling in space. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What did Bina and Karen want to find out in space? Yes, what did they want to find out in space? What did Bina and Karen want to find out in space? Yes, we had read it here. I wonder if there is anyone out there who is like us. So, Karen looked at Bina and said, we are here to find that out. Let us see if life exists in any form in space. So, what did they want to find out in space? They wanted to find out if life existed in any form in space. So that is here from where you will frame your answer. They wanted to find out if life exists in any form in space. Yes, children, for the previous question also, let me show it to you. On page number 51. The question was, what had Bina written in the online form? So the complete answer is given here. She had written that she loved the sky, stars, and she was not afraid of traveling in space. So that's all for today. We have done 3 questions and completed the reading of the chapter. What you have to do is, you have to write the hard words. 3 hard words we have underlined today. So you have to write the hard words. You may write on the same page as we had written earlier. Like till number 22 we had written on the same page. You can continue the work. 3 more hard words are required to be written. So you may write these hard words on the same page. Photographs, celebration and companion. That's all for today, children. Write the hard words and read the chapter thoroughly. Happy learning. Bye-bye.